Hi everyone, this video is about the exchange of respiratory gases. In the last video, we have seen how the air is transferring from the atmosphere into the lungs, right? That is the movement of air from the atmosphere into each alveoli of the lungs. And that is what is known as the ventilation. And in this session, you are going to see the further movement of air into other structures like capillaries and tissues. Okay, from the alveoli, how the air is getting transferred, how the exchange of this respiratory gases is taking place. First of all, let me ask you, what is exchange? Exchange is the process of giving some substances and taking another substances in return, right? Exchange is a give and take process. So similarly, we can see an exchange between the respiratory gases also. The respiratory gases are obviously oxygen and carbon dioxide. And let me tell you one important point. The exchange of these respiratory gases is actually taking place in two places. Okay, two levels. Which are they? First of all, the exchange of respiratory gases is taking place at the level of lungs. Second one, it is taking place at the level of tissues or cells. Okay. First level of exchange you can see in lungs. Second one in cells. Okay. So in lungs you can see so many minute alveoli, right? So from the alveoli is the exchange is taking place into the pulmonary capillary. Okay, so I'm taking one particular alveoli out. This is one alveoli. Okay, so this alveoli, you know that this is a sac-like structure which is totally surrounded with capillaries. Okay, if you are taking one alveoli out, you can see it is closely knit. That is, we can see a network of pulmonary capillary around one particular alveoli. Okay, so you can see like this, a network of capillary you can see around one particular alveoli, like this. It goes further into alveolar ducts also. So for convenience, I am taking out one small piece of pulmonary capillary. Okay. This is one alveoli and this is one pulmonary capillary. For convenience only, I am taking out one pulmonary capillary. Okay, and you can find an exchange here, right? That is, you know that inside the alveoli is rich with oxygen. Okay, by means of inspiration, the air, that means the oxygen is getting into the alveoli, to each alveoli of the lungs. So the alveoli will be obviously rich in oxygen. Okay, and the oxygen will be, what is the movement of oxygen? The oxygen will be diffusing into the pulmonary capillary. Okay, and what is the condition of blood inside the pulmonary capillary? Since these are continuation of pulmonary artery, what is the characteristics of pulmonary artery? It carries only deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means it is rich in carbon dioxide. Okay, so in the blood of the pulmonary capillary you can find carbon dioxide. So this blood is rich with carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide will be diffusing into the alveoli. Okay, so in here you can find an exchange between the alveoli and the pulmonary capillary of these two respiratory gases. Okay, so from the alveoli the oxygen is getting diffused into the pulmonary capillary. From the capillaries, carbon dioxide is getting diffused. Okay, in return of the oxygen, carbon dioxide is moving back to the alveoli, and through the alveoli itself, through the respiratory tract itself, this carbon dioxide is moving out of the body. Okay, so this is the first exchange you can find. and you can find a second exchange at the level of cells. Okay, suppose this is one cell, this is one epithelial cell. Okay, it can be any cells in body. This is one cell, and you know that there is blood circulation to every cells of the body, right? So you can find blood vessels circulation, blood vessels circulating in the premises of each and every cells, right? So what is rich in these cells? Inside the cell, by means of metabolic reaction, which gas is released? Obviously it is the carbon dioxide. Okay, so each cells will be rich in the carbon dioxide, right? And the blood that is coming straight from the lungs, right? From the lungs it goes to the heart, from the heart it goes to the different capillaries, different regions, systemic regions, through different capillaries the oxygen is going into different tissues, right? So these blood through the artery is rich with oxygen. Okay, in the blood is rich with oxygen and the cell is rich with carbon dioxide. So the exchange will be taking place in which movement? The carbon dioxide will be taken back to taken into the blood of the capillary, and what happens to the oxygen? The oxygen will be taken into the cell. Okay, so in here also you can find an exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the tissue and capillary, right? So this is the second level of exchange. Okay, now you're going to see in detail about the exchange of respiratory gases at the level of lungs. Okay. So we know that from the alveoli itself the oxygen is being diffused into the capillary, carbon dioxide is being diffused from the capillary into the alveoli, right? So suppose this is one alveoli and this is one pulmonary capillary. We know that the pulmonary capillaries are very much in close contact with the alveoli. Okay, this one particular alveoli is surrounded with a network of pulmonary capillaries which are in close contact. That means the alveolar membrane will be close contact with the capillary membrane. Okay, now we are going to see through which the oxygen and carbon dioxide is getting exchanged. You know that the oxygen is seen in the alveoli, right? And carbon dioxide is seen inside the capillary. Okay, so for in between these two gases, in between these two medium, there is one membrane, right? And that is known as the respiratory membrane. That means for the exchange of these gases have to cross different layers of membrane. Okay, the membranes of both alveoli and the capillary. Okay, suppose we are taking the example of oxygen. Oxygen has to be diffused into the pulmonary capillary, right? So through which the oxygen have to be diffused? Through the membrane of this alveoli and also the membrane of pulmonary capillary. Okay, and that particular membrane, the membrane of both alveoli and the pulmonary capillary, collectively known as the respiratory membrane. Okay, the respiratory membrane. Now we are going to see different layers of respiratory membrane. Okay, so it is understood that in a respiratory membrane you can see both the membranes of alveoli and pulmonary capillary. Okay, now we are going to see different layers of this respiratory membrane. Okay, first we'll start from the membrane of alveoli. Okay, we have already studied about different membranes of alveoli, different layers of alveoli. if this is one alveoli, okay, if I am taking a small portion from the alveoli, you can find the first layer of alveoli will be surfactants. Okay, we have already seen what is the function of surfactants, right? The layer of some chemical lipoproteins known as the surfactants, which is produced from the type 2 cells of the alveoli, right? So, if we are taking different layers, you can find the first layer. Okay, the first layer you can find the presence of surfactant. It is surfactant lining. What is the function of surfactant lining? The surfactants will decrease the surface tension which can be produced by the water. Okay, you know that there is a water lining in the alveoli, right? So this water can make this wall of alveoli collapsed by means of exerting a force known as surface tension. For decreasing that surface tension, the surfactant lining, the surfactant is produced from type 2 alveoli. If you are having any doubts regarding this, we have already discussed in the previous video. Just go and go through it, okay? So first lining of the alveoli is surfactant, and where we can find the surfactants? Upon the water lining, okay? So that is why the surfactants can decrease the surface tension exerted by water. So just below the surfactant you can find the water lining, a layer of water, that means a fluid layer, okay? So this is a fluid layer. These are water molecules, okay? I'm just drawing this for a convenience, okay? The exact picture is given in your textbook. So there is a fluid lining just below the surfactants, okay? Then comes the membrane of the alveoli, okay? It is known as the alveolar membrane. Okay, third one, the alveolar membrane, that means alveolar epithelial membrane, okay? It is composed of single epithelial lining, okay? So now you can see the cells. These are different cells, okay? Different cells of alveoli, alveolar epithelial cell. Okay, so just below the alveolar epithelium there is a small space. That means between the alveoli and between the capillary, there is one small space, okay, and that space is known as interstitial space. Okay, first we have discussed we have just seen different layers of this alveoli, right? First one is the surfactant layer, second one is the water lining, third one is the actual alveolar epithelial membrane or layer. Below that you can find a small space, okay? This is a small space known as the interstitial space. Okay, now comes the layers of capillary. Okay, capillary is made up of endothelial cell, but just above the endothelial cell you can find a thin basement membrane, okay, thin layer of basement membrane. You can find a thin layer of basement membrane, and below the basement membrane you can find the endothelial cells of capillary, okay? These are the endothelial cells, okay? So these structure, this much layers together forms the respiratory membrane that you can find in here, okay? This particular portion is the respiratory membrane, the membrane which include both the layers of alveoli and the pulmonary capillary. Okay, and next we are going to see what is the relation between the pressure of the respiratory gas and the exchange. We know that there is a principle saying, that is, the gas always transfer from higher pressure to lower pressure. Since this is gas molecules, we will take in terms of pressure. Okay, the gas molecules only transfer across a pressure gradient, pressure change. Okay, so before that I would like to give you some factors affecting this diffusion. Okay, so that we'll discuss in the next video.